Alright, listen to this. The last 12 months for me has been nothing but a continuous cycle of me being tired in the morning, feeling good for about 4 to 6 hours after that, then being dead tired when I get home from school, inevitably having to go to my garage to go get a Pepsi Zero to go get my energy back up. Anytime I've tried to ditch a Pepsi Zero, I'm literally like a walking zombie in the house, where I'll sit down and do some work in front of my computer and just, youtube.com. Tom Brady. Not good. And as I was currently scripting this video, I felt dead tired when I sat down and wanted to stop scripting immediately. Let's hope the video quality does not suffer as a result. You know, I get my 8 hours of sleep. You know, I've got my blue light glasses. Come on, I'm rocking these the last hour and a half of every night. You know, I take hot showers so that way my body cools down and my body knows it's time to get ready for bed because it's cooling down. And I don't eat anything 30 minutes before bed because science says that that's not good for you either. And then my family is always complaining about how they can't go to bed because their mind's constantly running through different things. I lay down in bed and then my mind instantly stops and I just go to sleep within 15 minutes. So it's just got me asking myself, is there something wrong with me? And the answer I found from my research has shown me, no, there's not really something wrong with us. Not just me, because other people experience this too. I mean, I'm doing all the right things I'm supposed to do. I would say almost perfected my sleep schedule to the point where my sleep is almost completely scientific. And I'm not the only person. So many people have put massive work into changing their nighttime routines to be the best for sleep. But that's when I figured out that the reason that we feel tired all day, and it's got nothing to do with sleep. I know, it's tough to believe, but if you stick with me through this video, I'll show you exactly why me and you feel tired all the time, and how it has nothing to do with sleep. Sort of. Okay, really quick, we just do have to talk about sleep because obviously sleep can affect how tired you are. If you're lying down in bed at 10 just to be on your phone till 1 and then wake up at 7, you're gonna be tired because you ain't getting enough sleep. Studies show that if you get consistently 6 hours of sleep or less, you'll have the equivalent cognitive function of a drunkard. And let's just go through the things that I'm legally obligated to say. Make sure to not be on your phone in bed because of course that's gonna really mess up your sleep and make you tired. And getting rid of that should be step 0 in your process of being less tired. Basically put your phone not within arm's reach of you. And there we go. All my legal disclaimers are done. Now we can get into the real stuff that's important for most people that have already tried to improve their sleep. So the first thing you gotta do is change your alarm. Studies have actually shown that more chill and low-key alarms will make you less tired and wake you up faster. You'll still get anxiety every time you hear that tune, so make sure you don't pick like your favorite Taylor Swift song, because then you're gonna get major anxiety whenever it comes on. And instead pick that no-name song from 2005 that you thought sounded really good. And just hope that it doesn't become popular in 10 years. Okay, come on, do that now. I mean, you can watch this video at the same time, go to settings, switch your alarm sound off to the default, and it's something so much more beautiful and elegant. As an example for you, here's my alarm sound that I use to wake up every morning. This isn't from my iPhone, and instead it's from my Lenovo Google Clock. On the topic of alarms, from all the videos and reports I've seen, it seems like these fancy standalone alarms are just a big waste of money. You know, the ones that run around your house or gradually get brighter or make you stand on them for 30 seconds. These all seem to just not really change much other than just being an alarm with extra steps. I mean, if you think one of these are gonna help you, I'm not gonna say don't try it, but you should probably not try it. Exercise is really important for sleep for 2 big reasons. Exercise in the morning wakes you up. Exercise does this because one of the major reasons of tiredness is a lack of movement in the morning. By not stretching out our body and by not stressing our body and by not getting the blood moving, we kind of sit in this dormant stage where we're not super active, we're kind of lazy. The kind of stage that was helpful for our ancestors when we weren't going through a hunting stage or a gathering stage and we just got to lounge around for the whole day. It made us a much more cheery person to be around, perhaps much more likely to be a fun drunk, but not helpful with productivity. And this morning block doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like it just has to be like a 15-minute walk or 5 minutes of stretching. You just go outside, you walk down to the end of the block, you walk back, there you go, you got your movement. Or if you don't want to go outside, you just do what I'm doing. You just like walk on a treadmill. Treadmills are really good. Check out my video in the description below on why sitting is the new smoking, to understand why I have a treadmill desk in the first place. But really, any sort of exercise in the first 5 minutes is all you really need. And that sets you up for whole day benefits to your tiredness. But then having one large workout block in the middle of the day is also really important. Because like I was saying, you not getting yourself moving is gonna make you feel sluggish and lazy. Just sitting down all day, one, it doesn't make you feel great, and two, makes you tired. My biggest piece of anecdotal evidence was basically any Sunday, which is when I watch football, there'd be two different types of Sundays. There'd be one Sunday when I went to the gym, and one Sunday when I didn't go to the gym. The Sundays that I went to the gym, before the game started and came back and got to sit down and to eat good lunch and to eat good food and to drink nice drinks and just sit down, I felt great. I already got myself worked out. I was already sore. I felt fine sitting down for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours watching football. But those days when I didn't work out and do really any sort of physical activity, that's when it got real bad. I would get towards maybe the second quarter of the second game and just feel terrible. I would just get up in the middle of the second quarter and just have to go outside and just stand, do something, get myself outside, get myself moving, because I just felt so... Catch a drift? Hopefully with my exaggerated talking, I've convinced you that exercise is something you should add. But maybe the reason that you've heard all these people telling you to add exercise and just never done it is because it just seems like too much work. It's just gonna be too much for you. But you can start off super easy. You can start out with a 20-minute workout every other day. You could just start out by doing push-ups, pull-ups, and squats. Do 3 sets of those. Maybe take you 20 minutes and then rest for 2 days. And then do it again. And rest for 2 days and do it again. And then when you start getting in the habit of exercising, then you can get yourself adjustable dumbbells, which are gonna be an absolute lifesaver for you, because you can do basically anything you want with dumbbells. Like really, you don't even have to go to a gym when you have adjustable dumbbells. I'll link a video with more information from a much more qualified person than me in the description below, but I highly recommend getting some adjustable dumbbells if you've been working out for more than like 3 to 4 weeks. That'll also be in the description. Now, hopefully this treadmill didn't mess up my audio. And if you excuse me, I have to get my morning workout. Right now I'm walking at 0.6. Let's try to get it up to like maybe 4. Oh man, this is stressful. Oh, I'm sweating. Yep, that's enough for me. Another reason you should have that morning walk is to get that beautiful sunlight. Our tiredness and sleep is completely based off of the circadian rhythm. And if you're inside all day, like me right now, where I have my windows currently blocking all light, your body has no way of knowing what time it is. Like your mind might know that, for instance, it's 2 p.m., but the actual systems inside my body that make me tired have no idea. And even these lights, which can be pretty bright when I look straight at them, are like 1/1000th, 1/10,000th the strength of the sun. Like these guys have like a max lux of like 500 or something, and the sun has one of like 50,000. So make sure in the morning you just go out there and get some sunlight. I mean, when I had more control over my schedule before school made me wake up so early that the sun isn't even out yet, I would first wash my face and, you know, do my hygiene in the bathroom. Then I would go downstairs, get water, get my coffee, wait for my coffee to finish brewing, and then grab my water and go outside and just look near the sun. Not directly at the sun and to any point where it hurt, but enough where I had to like close my eyes a little bit. And then after I was done with that, I would go inside, get my coffee, sit down at my desk and start working. And I would find myself being so much more awake and refreshed after getting that sunlight. You definitely want your circadian rhythm to be on point. So make sure you start off your day right by letting your mind know what time of day it is. just as good as soda. Water, while not having any special properties for tiredness like caffeine, which we'll get to later, water is really important for your overall feeling. And it's especially important in the morning when many of you have not had water for like 12 hours. Like, I think a good portion of you probably went to bed like at 12 a.m., woke up at 9 a.m., but then hadn't drank any sort of liquid past 9 p.m. So that'd be 12 hours without any fluids in you. And at minimum, you're not drinking anything while you sleep. So you're probably not drinking any water for 8 to 9 hours. So one of the first things you should do is come downstairs to your kitchen and, get some water. If you're watching this video, you're probably a privileged person. So it's not like your family in Africa or a developing country in Southeast Asia who needs to go climb mountains and walk hours to get some drinking water. Take advantage of your privilege and just get some ice cubes and some water. Stress. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this video, it's gonna flop. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Having a whole bunch of stress or pressure or anxiety really starts to weigh down on you mentally. It just, for lack of a better word, tires you down. This is why having really good mental health can be huge for sleep. Just being more calm all the time just makes you feel less tired throughout the day. Add in how a racing, anxiety-filled mind makes it difficult for you to shut it down when it's time to sleep. And mental health is something you should really get in check for anyone feeling tired throughout the day. And I don't want to claim to be any mental health expert, so I'm going to link videos in the description below on how to improve that much more than I'll say here. But just having some sort of reflection in your day, whether that be meditation or journaling or prayer, or hopefully all three, can really just make you realize that you're not in as bad of a situation as you think you are. There's some quote where it's like, when you're winning, you're never winning as much as you think you are. And when you're losing, you're never losing as much as you think you are. Mental health is all about stability. If you get too high and mighty, that's bad for your mental health. And if you get too low and lowly, I don't know, the antonym of mighty, that's also bad for your mental health. And reflection is just a way for you to just stay in the middle. Just stay constant. We all just need a little bit of consistency. Still a little hot. Caffeine. You love it, you hate it. But it has a huge effect on how tired we are. For example, did you know that when you wake up and you drink a cup of coffee, it makes you feel less tired? I know, crazy, right? But more importantly, maybe like 5-6 hours later, say you drink it at like 7 o'clock, when 14 o'clock rolls around, you're a little tired. You're not feeling really that awake, even though it's midday and you're still supposed to be awake for multiple hours. Well, that's the afternoon slump for you, and that's how caffeine gets you. Caffeine is like this glorious thing that makes your morning so much easier to get to, but then it really just hits you down for the rest of the day. But there is a really simple way that you can still have your caffeine, your coffee, your tea, your sodas, as I was alluding to earlier, and still not have an afternoon slump. Like, if you just delay your coffee intake by 90 minutes, that's usually good enough to delay your afternoon slump completely or until much later in the day when it's pretty close to bedtime and you're probably not trying to be productive anyways. So instead of just immediately going downstairs and getting a cup of coffee when you wake up, maybe try waiting 90 minutes. It might be difficult at first, but once you get used to it, man, it's a way better world here on this side of the fence. Come join me. Yeah, still hot. So you know what I'm seeing? Having good lifestyle habits is going to lead to better sleep. So whatever is best for your lifestyle is going to be best for your sleep. So maybe we're all just looking at this the wrong way. Instead of asking ourselves, why are we tired all the time? Maybe instead, we should ask ourselves, what lifestyle habit do I need to add? And what lifestyle habit do I need to remove? That sounds a lot easier and less nuanced than fixing tiredness, if you were going to ask me. But it may not be a bad idea for you to get off your phone, homie. That could definitely help. While you're at it, you might as well learn how you can save 10 years of your life in just 5 minutes by just learning how to use your phone in a more healthy manner. You'd be pretty unsmart not to take advantage of a deal like that. Oh, and that's fine. There's the video right there. You should definitely click on it. Now, don't forget to leave the stress, put down the dang phone, and think better. I'll catch you over in this video right here.